I'm Debbie Harrison. I work for City of Bristol College and I have been running a work club today at Bristol Central Library.
Okay, so it's like a job club, but different. What are the main differences?
The main difference with this work club is the focus on the volunteering. What I have found recently, I've been running other work clubs across the city, and a lot of people haven't got any recent work experience or any up-to-date skills to put on their CV. So we thought of having the focus on the volunteering aspects that would help people have those up-to-date skills and up-to-date work experience and references to put on their CV.
My name's Piers Cardiff. I work for Volunteered Bristol. We are Bristol's volunteering development agency. To succinctly kind of put that, I kind of describe ourselves as being a bit like a dating agency for people that want to volunteer and organisations that need volunteers, and we link them up.
Well, today I've heard a wide range of volunteering. People seem to be doing gardening, working in shops, working in bookstores, helping out with homeless people, helping out with people with dementia.
My name's John. I'm a recruitment consultant for volunteers, looking obviously for their interests and then matching them up with a position.
What kind of things do people ask you when they come in here?
Well, some people are specific about what they want. Other people are interested in looking to see what we have got. Kind of questions they would ask is the sort of commitment that they have to, because that's always important to people. What specific skills they may need, or which in most general times that they don't need specific skills, just have the time really.
I'm Anya Dalton and I'm the Boost project coordinator. Boost tries to match up volunteers with specific professional skills with organisations who are small, experiencing difficulty, or they might work with vulnerable groups. We've got a few different criteria. Those professional skills might be anything from PR, fundraising, finance, whatever area an organisation might be struggling with or needs some more help with at the moment.
So really, volunteering is a game of two halves, and your role is to get the volunteer and the organisation they're volunteering together.
Exactly.
Okay, so you get a prospective organisation come along. What are the first questions you ask them about the roles they have?
Organisations that come to us, they complete the registration form, and that helps us collect the kind of essential information that volunteers want to know as well. We also offer a service to our members that means that we can help them with advice around writing role description, thinking about how they'll manage volunteers effectively, and ensuring that they've got the right systems and processes in place that the volunteers ultimately have a good experience with them.
What's the main stumbling point you've found working with the organisations?
I think the key thing around managing volunteers is communication and ensuring having good levels of communication with your volunteers. Otherwise it's not really rocket science. It's about having the right kind of paperwork in place, the right policies and things to support any issues that do come up. Around recruitment, we can we're thinking about how to make an opportunity, making it stand out from the crowd. We can give support around thinking about equal opportunities and how to make your volunteering be inclusive to people that come forward, because people that are interested in volunteering come from all sorts of different walks of life, and it's really important not to miss out on some of the more vulnerable people that we do work with.
Why do you think people volunteer then? I mean, they're not getting paid for it. There must be a reason why they do this.
I think in the current climate, it's good, obviously good for CVs. It shows that people are still working, so when it comes to employment, it gives them that profile that they're willing to go out and muck in with society. It keeps them ticking over and it keeps them oiled up as far as, because it's so easy to go and sit on the couch if you've got no job, and so it's good. It keeps you keeps your hand in really.
So someone's been sitting on the couch, they've had enough watching daytime telly, so they come in to see you. What's the process you would go through with the typical maybe person who may be wanting to look at volunteering?
Well, the first thing is we always get to fill out a form, and these forms have specific areas in which they might be interested. So they tick everything that they might be interested in. They can look on the boards, but sometimes if people need specialist help, we can do a specialist search by looking at the forms, putting them into the computer or their interest, and see what comes up with the interest that they have. So, and then we can come up with something for them.
Okay, I've just come from a workshop this morning, volunteering for people who want to find employment. Yeah. What is your interaction with the workshop and with the City of Bristol College?
We've developed the workshop in partnership with the college, partly on the basis that we know that a lot of people that come and use our services currently are volunteering because they're looking to develop skills, maintain skills that they have from past employment, to get experience on their CV, to get a reference and things like that. We get about 20,000 inquiries a year, and we reckon that last year something like 40% of people registering with us were unemployed at the time. So there's a big demand from people currently.
We looked at the role of the voluntary organisation. Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at the role of the volunteer themselves and what kind of things they can do to help themselves find the voluntary opportunity that is right for them.
You're giving up your time, so you need to get something back from that. And your motive will influence what you want to get back. I think it's important you find something that appeals to you, that it might tie in with a hobby, it might tie in with some previous work experience that you've got, but focusing on that is a good starting point. I think it's also important to think about what you don't want to do as well.
I think personally the most unusual one I've seen on your site is the Yes Great Britain looking for a pianist. So pub pianists apply here, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's been around for a while, that one. So I think anyone that plays the piano, get in touch.
The office here is part of a bigger organisation. I wonder if you can tell me a little bit about Volunteering England and how the two interact with each other.
We're not actually part of Volunteering England. Volunteering England are an umbrella body that accredit volunteer centres around the country. So there's some 400 plus volunteer centres around the country. They accredit us and give us volunteer centre status, but they also support us in a particular project which I manage called the Volunteer Support Programme, which is looking to strengthen communities around the country around the impacts of the economic downturn. So that we're part of 15 volunteer centres. The project is managed by Volunteering England and funded by the Big Lottery, and that's specifically looking at the impact of the recession and how that's kind of impacting on local communities.
Boost volunteers can be at any stage of life, and we do ask for a minimum of 2 years of whatever skill they're seeking to use. Couldn't be for people who've just graduated. Apart from that, could be at any stage, so could be a fairly new professional, could be somebody who's retired, could be somebody who's taken a break or is currently unemployed and really wants to keep their skills alive and help an organisation at the same time.
So Job Centre Plus have their Work Together scheme, which is actively encouraging people on job seekers allowance to volunteer, and there's a lot of research kind of indicate that volunteering can be beneficial. Some research done by Reed Employment Agency and an organisation called Time Bank a couple of years ago, and of the people they interviewed, 80% of employers said that they believed that volunteering could really add value to your CV, and that 84% of the people questionnaire also said that volunteering can help people to actually find work as well. So it's kind of interesting to see that coming through in the current climate.
You are saying how important the volunteering is in being giving you either recent training, recent skills, working with others, interpersonal skills, and I think that's what people have got to do. They've really got to sell that volunteering placement.
How do you feel this morning's session's gone?
Very good. A little bit more chaotic than I would have liked, but very, very good. No, I'm really pleased that so many people turned up. Yes, fantastic.
Now, this is a partnership between 3 different organisations. How do you work with the other 2 organisations involved?
It's working very well. Volunteering Bristol has the contacts with volunteers. The library obviously has this fantastic room that they're letting us use, and the college has got myself, as I'm experienced in running work clubs. So I'm hoping that the 3 work really well.